Hi YouTube. So I decided to pick up a 3D printer. I have a few projects in mind. I want to make like a handheld console. I want to make the dactyl keyboard. I want to see about making parts for drones. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with a 3D printer that a CNC machine, while you could technically probably do a lot of it, it's a lot easier just to model up a 3D part as opposed to cutting out a whole bunch of small pieces and sort of gluing them together with the CNC. So anyways, I'm going to do an unboxing for the original i3 Prusa Mark II. So I picked up this kit because it's highly regarded online, and Joseph Prusa has been supporting this really well from what I've seen. This is the Mark II, which is an upgrade kit from the original, and I think he plans to do more upgrades in the future so I can stay more relevant. Anyways, here's the printer as it came in the box. I'm just going to do an unboxing and go through it. So, first off, we got some assembly instructions. These are nice thick manuals. Looking through it, you can see there's color diagrams and things in them. Printer handbook, I don't know what's in here. Probably take a look at it, maybe. Congratulations, and then check marks to make sure you got everything in the box. And this is not a receipt, it's actually making sure that all the parts that came with this are tested okay. Cool. So they did some quality control there. Awesome. And we got the power supply unit. Got some gummies, which I will be eating probably right away. Let's see what's in this box. Oh, this looks like filament maybe? So we got a roll of filament here. Actually, it looks like it got busted during shipping, just the outer reel of this little plastic part. Not a huge deal. I mean, it's just going to be spinning like this anyways. Not critical. Next, we have what? Oh, we got some glue. And here's just a whole bunch of different parts. And these are actually really nice because everything's labeled on them. Even the screws and what sizes they are. A lot of these kits that I get nowadays, they'll throw everything. They'll separate them out, but they don't say what exactly is in the bag. So you end up getting out your calipers and measuring out, the length of the screw and figuring out if it's M3, M4, or whatever the size is. And it's really nice that these actually have everything printed on it. And yeah, so there's just a whole bunch of parts in these guys. And we actually have some tools. And I have more advanced or better tools than these. But if you didn't have them, then it'd be nice. I can always use a pair of needle nose pliers. And just more parts. We got some bearings. We got some zip ties. We got some like G2 belt. And we have the USB cable. It uses the old A style or whatever the printer port was. Let's see, we have the LCD screen, and it comes with an 8 GB SD card. I didn't know that. That's nice. Don't have to buy another one. And then we have the Rambo board in here. Let's see, what does that look like? So here's the Rambo board. This guy, basically the brains of the operation. Looks pretty nice. Has some really big fuses. It reminds me of what you'd have in older cars and whatnot. And lastly, we got in this box, we have the hot end, we have a fan, we have like a blower fan, it looks like. Just open that up real fast. So yeah, I got the little blower fan. And this was the other selling point of this guy, was the E3D V6 hot end. So I can do a whole bunch of different types of materials, including I want to mess around with some polycarbonate and maybe some nylon. This is the thermos. No, this is the probe, the auto leveling probe. We got some alcoholic wipes, or alcohol prep. That's what they call it. Okay, next box here. Okay, so these are all the 3D printed parts. I hear that these parts are actually printed off of another i3 Prusa Mark II. Yeah, it's like a whole factory of them just creating out a whole bunch of printed parts. And these are actually really high quality. If these have anything to say about the quality of this printer, I'm going to be really happy because these are, you can't even see like the lines hardly. And just a whole bunch of parts here. And these are labeled as well. It tells you what the parts are. Pretty sure the instruction manual referenced the numbers on them. And we have the controller, and looks like maybe some sort of filament for something. I don't know. It's interesting. Gotta clear out some space here. Almost done. We got a few more things in the box. We have this motor kit here. So here's the other cool thing about this printer is these rods are actually attached directly to the motors. A lot of the times you see people's design is they have a little coupler. There's a shaft that comes off of this guy, and then this rod is separate. And then you have some sort of coupler, but the couplers will end up binding, or this will wobble a little bit. So this seems really solid. I can't wiggle this back and forth. But yeah, you have 3 of these motors, and then you have 2 of the threaded rod motors. So this has got to be the frame. Yep, there's some frame in here. Oh, I heard about, yeah, they have an extra PEI sheet. This is like the adhesive on the heated bed, which the heated bed's in here as well. Let's see. So here's your heated bed right here. And that was another feature that I really liked about this model is it has a heated bed, so you have good adhesion on your first layer of printing. Because one of the common problems with 3D printing is you'll go and print, but as the part is drying, it'll warp and be like the sides will come up. So it either comes off of the bed itself, or you just have a really warped print, and it affects everything else. Like when you start to have one error, it just gets compounds. It gets a whole lot worse as the print goes. So having a heated bed is a really nice feature here. And this comes with, like I was talking about, the PEI, which is just a layer of sticky stuff that you can wipe down, so you don't have to put painter's tape or glue, although it did include glue. So I'm going to play with this a bit and see what works best. We have the bottom of this guy. Oh, this is aluminum too. This is a nice thick aluminum piece, maybe a 1/4 inch or so to have. And then you have the main frame, the thing that sort of gives it the character of it. And this is as well a nice like 1/4 inch thick aluminum, nice sturdy piece that's not going to bend. So 2 more things in here. We got this guy here. We have just a normal power cable. You've seen these all before if you've ever owned a computer before. And then we have a whole bunch of threaded rods. Let me just lay these down. So we have some smooth rods and we have some threaded rods. And then we have some I don't know, some sort of cabling so it holds the cables and routes them well. Maybe that's what this is for. But you also have it wrapped around some of these smooth rods. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's just the easier way to keep them formed when shipping. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's everything that was in the box. There's nothing left here. And I'm going to have fun building this guy. I'm not going to do step-by-step instructions. There's a whole big manual that I found in the box, and also there's instructions online, and there's also people who've been doing step-by-step instructions in YouTube videos. So I think that's pretty well covered. But however, I'd like to do my time lapses, so I'm probably do a time lapse of me building this whole thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you like this video, please do the like thing or subscribe. and I'll catch you next time.